8-1 favourite, Son of a Hooshie. Clarendon is 9s, Non-So is 9s. Look at this, Rigmarole, Ruby Walsh's mount, 3 winners today. Can he make the 4-timer? 20's down to 9-1 now. Green Ideal 10s, Bound 10s. Anatar 12-1, Porak 12-1. This is the big betting handicap of the day. After that, Deep Sunset, if you go for that one, 14-1. Jim Palace 14s, Clifton Fox 14s, 16-1. Munker Hostin 20-1. That's been backed as well through the rye. 20-1 Howardeth, Anticipa, 25-1 Bernardon. They're quoted. Oh no, here's some more. 25-1 Idaho Docks, 25's moving on up, and Miss Cool, 33-1 Hot Shots, and 50-1 the complete outsider Ben Ure.
At Newbury, and they're racing 2 miles in front of them, 8 flights of hurdles through the Ryan Bound. The 2 more likely front runners in the race have gone off at a good rate of knots there. They're followed early doors by Tisifer, the yellow jacket with the green seams. Near side is Rigmarole. And then on the inside of the course, they took the first flight, is Anatar. Also Hot Shots under restraint. And the back mark at the moment is moving on up in the red jacket towards the rear in company with Idaho Dogs. The second flight through the Rye. It in front by a good 2 to 3 lengths, maybe a bit more now, from Anatar and Bound racing together. Then behind these on the near side is Green Ideal. Rigmarole is a little bit keen early doors. Also up with the early gallop as well is Non-So, who's just tracking them on the inside. They're followed then further back by Munker Hostin, then Tisifer in the middle of the field, followed then on the outside by Miss Cool. Miss Cool is followed by Son of a Fushi races wide. Clifton Fox tracking there. Deep Sunset is next. And then on the inside of the course is Hot Shots. Ben Ure held up towards the back with Bernardon on his in front of him. Then out towards the rear too. Clarendon out towards the middle of the course. So took the next. Howardeth, Idaho Docks, and moving on up at the back. So this leader's gone off at a real rate of knots through the Rye. He's about 10 lengths clear as he takes the 4th flight. Anatar's in front of the chasing posse. There's a close-up shot of through the Rye then. Speedy individual, and 11 stone 12 the top weight here, well clear then as they enter the back straight. And the favourite 7-1 Clarendon, 8-1 Son of a Fushi, 9-1 Non-So and Rigmarole. So as they emerge down the back straight through the Rye, the leader, Anatar races in second. Bound is in 3rd place, followed by Rigmarole in the maroon sleeves. Non-So's got a great position with these. Green Ideal, his stable companion, follows. And then comes Miss Cool in the white cap as they make their way down the back straight, followed by Clifton Fox, who's very handy with Son of a Fushi. And also there as well as they make their way towards the first flight down the back amongst the leaders is Tisifer. Flying leap there by the leader. Just looking through the back markers, moving on up, is really struggling in the red jacket. Ben Ure is not out of last place yet. Reminders for moving on up. And also being pushed along is Howardeth. And the one that's trying to make up some ground as they make their way towards the next is the grey Gin Palace. He just moves out to the outside, the grey. Over the next flight through the Rye, didn't get very high at that. 1 or 2 of them clattered that flight of hurdles then. Moving up very strongly now is Miss Cool into 2nd place. Driven along then is Anatar next, followed then by Non-So, the rail Bound, and Rigmarole getting closer with the Green Ideal. Making the right-hand turn then, which brings them round towards the final half mile. Deep Sunset makes progress on the outside of these in the green cap, the white sleeves. Green Ideal is also being driven along and goes backwards. In fact, Porak on the inside trying to make some progress, but he's got an awful lot to do. Through the Rye, still in front. Hard driven now, Miss Cool. Non-So still travelling very strongly. And then behind these comes Munker Hostin in the sheepskin side pieces. He's making a forward move. Rigmarole is under pressure next, followed by Son of a Fushi. And these 6 or 7 kicking clear. 2 from home now as they jump that. It's Non-So who's dropped the front now, and the JP McNamara as they race between the last 2 flights. Non-So going further clear of Miss Cool and Munker Hostin, and then Son of a Fushi and Deep Sunset, the final flight up to now. And Non-So skips over it with a lead of 6 lengths then as they race inside the final 200 yards. Staying on for the minor placings from way back is Howardeth, but Non-So has flown. Non-So will win the Tote Scoop6 Lanzarote hurdle for JP McNamara in the end of Nicky Henderson. Howardeth stayed on for second. Miss Cool was next, followed by Munker Hostin, Deep Sunset, Gin Palace, Son of a Fushi, Porak moving on up Nevanera. Rigmarole was well beaten in the end, as too was Hot Shots. Through the Rye faded, and looking towards the back of the field, pulled up Ben Ure was pulled up. Green Ideal was last.
Non-So wins at 9-1, beating Howardeth at 14-1. And third, number 12, that was Miss Cool at 25. Monka Hostin, Oliver Sherwood's horse, was fourth at 16 to 1.